All right, today I've got a pretty fun video to do. I've been diving into the deep end of football tactics. My name's Luke. I'm an American football coach. If you haven't seen any of my other content, I've got loads of videos that you would enjoy watching. 7 months ago, I fell in love with the beautiful game, and I see things through a different perspective, so you might enjoy watching some of my content. But today, I'm going to be checking out Pep versus Jose Mourinho. Their team talk styles. We're going to see the difference between these two iconic football coaches, managers. It's not really a tactical analysis today. I'm just going to watch their style of coaching and just, think about it, from an American coach's point of view. Here we go.
Sure, go, commit.
Corner, panic, ball in the box, panic.
Sit down! Nobody talk! Sit down!
Our biggest problem is one, missing passes. Sloppy, slow, pass back when the fast.
Are you telling me, I did not know this, are you telling me Mourinho coached at Tottenham? People on this channel know. I've been toying with Tottenham as a team that I really like. We'll see.
Should be in front, it's sloppy. You only have the feeling that the game was important in the end. And in the end of the game, you are going to be here. It's not after the game, it's during the game. The game is important. Hey! Wake up, hey! Come on!
Believe me, I'm so happy. Maybe more than ever because I know it's not easy. For most of you don't play too many minutes, and you come here in that competition, a Carabao Cup, and play.
I get the sense from Pep that he's the kind of coach that I am. So there's two things here. I resonate with his tactical philosophy of possession-based football. In fact, when I coach our sport, which is a completely different sport, but when I coach it, I try to play more possession-based, running the ball kind of football, American football, so that way we're not committing turnovers. We're going to maintain possession of the ball longer than the opponent, and in the end, we're going to win the game because the opponent doesn't get the ball. That's kind of my philosophy there. But also, like, his style of coaching is very similar. He's obviously he holds a high standard, so he makes players aren't going to cheat him in his system. Like, he's very passionate about it. He works very hard with his tactics, and he cares very deeply that it gets run exactly the way that he thinks it should be. So he holds high standards, and it's a tough environment. You got to compete for your job kind of thing. But he's also extremely encouraging and mild-mannered. It looks like the guys really enjoy being around him. Kind of has like a loose locker room feel, even though he's being very intense.
You play that is the chapeau.
Panic, corner, panic, ball in the box, panic. Calm. Attack the ball, press the man, bring the lines up. Don't let it go down. Come on.
Sit down! Nobody talk! Sit down!
I'm not good enough. I know that. Don't make faces. He's only the one in my team. I try to do my best. It's all. In a few years, you can be a manager, and you can do it. No problem. But until now, guys, I am the boss, and I decide. Don't make my faces, guys, now in the future.
The game in this moment is under
I like
control. And now Dele walks away of the dangerous area. I blame him. You have to communicate. You have to tell Dele to come back. I promise you, Ben, if I am there, I don't let Dele go.
Today you have to win.
I blame him. It's your fault. you should have known your job. Now, it's funny because in film days, when we're watching film, we're breaking down things that happen. You have two, different types of coaches. I've played for coaches who would yell during the film. They would yell at us for not being where we're at. I've had coaches who used it as like a learning experience, and so we would go through it very calmly and just kind of talk it through. I've had coaches who would single players out, but I've also had coaches who would, man, film doesn't lie. Like, you can be at practice thinking, oh man, coach is just getting after me today. He's being unfair. But when you go watch the film of what happened on Friday night or whenever you played your game, there is no, there's no sugarcoating it. When you watch the film does not lie. I did that. That's fun to watch. I blame you, and I blame you. Mourinho is a savage.
For one reason. We have to live for David Silva and his girlfriend, Jessica. When you go out there and you enjoy for him. And we only go out there and we suffer for him. And remember the situation. Today I want the win for David
What happened
Silva
with David Silva?
and his girlfriend and his family. Is that clear?
I feel that you are honestly a very nice group of guys. For 90 minutes, you cannot be nice. We win tomorrow, Chelsea lose in Man City, 9 points. They come here in December, we can make top 4. I wouldn't come here if you were not as good as you are. No chance.
Keep it like today. It was so dangerous. You did it well, guys. I start to prepare the next game, but I don't want to stop it now. I don't want to stop it with 18. I want a 19. I want to go Watford 20 and go to Anfield with 20 in between. Tomorrow I invite you. Tomorrow, because you have to rest in the evening with your families, switch on the TV and see Crystal Palace Arsenal.
I give our 2 strikers to 3 guys. I promise you that they are going to have a hard time. I promise you. You are better, you have mobility, you have speed, but the principle of the game is that they are going to give you a hard game.
As we play short here, always to find Nico, Bini, Dino, Gundo. You pass the ball to find that. You pass the ball because they jump. And when they jump, the space is here. They don't jump, it's alone. Turn, go, commit. They don't commit, why do you have to commit? Because they jump. He stays the ball. When the ball is here, guys, when we are in that position, we pass. What is the space? He's carrying. When the ball is here like that, he's the hit.
If you make a lot of noise, I give one.
I don't understand what he just said.
And if the champions got 6 minutes ago, they do that amazingly. And you have to go, guys. It's done? No way. There's no chance for the contender. We'll be the champion. It's 2 games. You understand, guys, if you want to be champion. Because they are the champion. Today they take the train to London, to Manchester, being the champion. We are not.
For me, it's very, very simple. The most important thing, not in football, for me, in life, is courage, honesty, good feelings, friendship. That's the most important thing in life and in football. We lost a game. We have a game to play. We have to go with balls, with courage, with good feelings, being positive, being friends, being family. That's the most important thing in life and in football. Let's go together, boys. Come on.
45 minutes to be champion for the Premier League. 6 games before. Are you going to play the next 45 minutes because of the thinking is already done? I'm not going to attack a set piece like the first goals you did. Do you know how many hours we spent here, all of you guys?
That is a way to pump up a team to go play a second half. You've got to have story time, okay? The halftime talk by the coach is extremely important. Last season, I was coaching a team. We had some hard circumstances with our team. The first year back into varsity, we had not had a team for 5 years, and so we're coming out. We did not have very many players. Other teams would come in with a squad of 50 players to play the entire game, and we just didn't have enough subs. Guys were getting brutally hurt, and so we just things were not going well for us. And so every game we would have to come up as coaches. We'd have to come up with, how are we going to rally the troops at halftime? Because things have not gone our way for the first half on almost every game. Things have not gone our way exactly like they need to. We need to go in We need to go in at halftime, and we've got to figure out a way to get the guys ready to come back out and play the second half of the game. When I was playing American football, there was one game that we were down. I think the score was 38-0 at halftime. We were getting beat in. The other team was just scoring at will, and we had not been able to score. We were playing lazy. We were missing assignments. We were running sluggish, afraid of contact, things like that. Coach was very upset, and as we come into the locker room, the first coach, Coach O'Connor, comes in, and he comes yelling. He says, "Where's your pride?" And he yells that out. And my other coach comes in. "They have no pride," and they break the door, slammed the door shut, and broke the door of the locker room. We came out after that halftime speech, and we lost the game 66-64. It was an epic comeback, and we almost made it completely to win the game, but we just lost right at the last second. And Coach said he had never been more angry at us and proud of us in the same game. It was a pretty insane. So that halftime talk is really, really important. It's interesting to see how Pep and Mourinho approach their teams. Both seem to be well respected by their players, and even though they're tactically different, they both are obviously great at managing a team and managing people, and that's just really cool to see. I know this video wasn't really a tactics-based video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, tell me anything that you want me to know about the sport of football, or join my Patreon and my channel memberships. Over there we have some exclusive content for those guys. Corey, my friend Corey, is playing Football Manager. We have extended podcasts that he and I do. You guys get a little bonus content there. I'm watching Ted Lasso, things like that. If that's something that interests you and you think, man, I like this channel, I like to support this guy with just a couple dollars every month, go ahead and click that link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.